moving on to the second batch of articles that I got for you. Before we get into it, friendly reminder though, I'm giving away a Steam Deck. Yo, shout out to Michi with the sub. If you want to enter the Steam Deck giveaway, exclamation point giveaway in the chat. The link is also pinned to the top. Please follow the instructions. You only got to do one thing to enter. Please read slowly. Read all 2 sentences slowly and clearly. Make sure you understand it. Enter. If you're watching on YouTube, link will be at the top of the description box.
That's cool, but I'm more curious when your viewers are going to get some raid because I know y'all live with roaches.
Yo, shout out to Humble Monk with the big raid of 13. I appreciate you. All right, next batch of articles. Let's talk about losers. Let's talk about a game that I would say, when did this game come out? This game is so irrelevant. I don't even know when it came out. When did it come out? Last year. Okay. Let's talk about a game that I would define as the 2023 Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. The fighting game from last year that I told the internet proudly this game was going to fail. Not because mechanically it was horrible, although some people didn't like the cameo shit, but mechanically it was okay. The issue is there was a lack of content, a lack of quality of life features, and oh yeah, the online was dog shit. Whoever is at Warner Bros. Or NetherRealm that greenlight the release of this game after Street Fighter 6 should have been fucking fired. The moment it's almost like, and this is what I said, maybe these game developers, they live in a bubble. Because like, you know, like I said, game studios, the big ones, they're campuses and they just live in a bubble. Maybe they don't get to play other games. Somebody at NetherRealm should have played Street Fighter 6 before they published Mortal Kombat 1. Because when Street Fighter 6 came out, it raised the bar. Although I'd argue that was probably Guilty Gear, because Guilty Gear is the first game I can remember off the top of my head that had really smooth rollback netcode, or even Killer Instinct on the Xbox One. Microsoft, bring it back for the Xbox Series. Those 2 games. But Street Fighter 6 is the fighting game that I feel like took rollback netcode to the mainstream. When that game came out, NetherRealm should have took a look at their game and said, does this run well enough? No. In comparison to our competition? No. Maybe we should delay the game and continue to work on it. They didn't. The game came out, I swear to God, for those of you who were not here during the Mortal Kombat era last year, I played the story for about an hour and I said, fuck it. Let's go online. Let's just have some fun, right? My very first game online, it lagged. And I don't want to hear nothing about my internet. I got gigabit internet. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen me download shit. My shit, look, when I download a game, it don't matter if it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million gigabytes. When I download it, my internet turned into Wally West, Barry Allen. I hopped online, the very first game, I jumped in the air. The game froze while I was in the air mid-flip. I said, get me the fuck off this game. It was that 2080. Nigga, I was on PS5. See? There we go. Making them excuses. There we go. Who the fuck plays Mortal Kombat on PC? Here we go. Caught you. I was not playing that shit on PC. I was playing it on PS5. I do not want to hear that shit. Jumped in the air, got locked in the air. I said, get me the fuck off this game. The second game, it ran okay. The third game, it lagged again. I said, I'm done. I hopped online, got my tweet off.
With this money, I can
shout out to Trey Gallo with this up. Hopped online and got my tweet off. I said, this game is going to die for multiple reasons. There's a lack of content. The story's like 30 seconds long. The multiplayer's laggy as fuck. People don't like the cameo system. And oh, you made a fighting game with no private lobbies. And what did the Mortal Kombat niggas say to me? Mortal Kombat 1 don't have private lobbies. You just gotta play King of the Hill. I don't know what they teach in school, but when I was a kid, which was a long time ago, I'm a 34-year-old man, but when I was a kid, my teacher taught me, and by the way, I didn't do good in school, so this is why it scares me, the way some of y'all lack comprehension. I did bad in school. My teachers taught me words have meaning. So when I say I want a private lobby, your brain should be able to register and understand that is something different from King of the Hill. King of the Hill is a private lobby, but is a private lobby where only the winner can stay at the top. In fighting games, when you just want to play with the boys, or how about when you want to play with your audience? Because I do that. When it comes to fighting games, I run open lobbies. I did it in Street Fighter. I did it in Tekken. First come, first served. Hop in. Let's run some sets. Let's all get better. When it comes to wanting to play with your boys and playing with the community, it is not fun if only one person can sit at the top. Also, you can't run multiple matches at once. If you want to have King of the Hill, that's fine. That way you can have a sweaty private lobby. But private lobbies are a more casual thing. They never add, I mean, as far as I know, because I don't play this shit anymore. But all throughout 2023, I know they didn't add that shit. I don't know if it's in it now. I said this game's dead. You made a multiplayer fighting game with no proper multiplayer. Get the fuck out my face, bro. Don't nobody want to play a fighting game where you just have to run exhibition matches. No. And since then, the community and the hype for the game just slowly started to die. And then Evo came. And 25 people signed up for Evo. The shit was so bad, they made them niggas play in the back by the dumpster on an old CRT TV. Bitch ass niggas. So just like yesterday when I spit on the Dragon Ball Sparking community, I'm spitting on the Mortal Kombat niggas too. Because I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of this shit. I don't even be like disrespectful. I be giving real criticisms because to be truthful, I want to see things be better. I want to see better products. We are spending $70 on this stuff. What's wrong with being a good consumer? Being a corporate cockmuncher will never get you anywhere in life. Being a brown noser will never get you anywhere in life. I feel like people say these phrases and don't understand. Do you know what being a brown noser gets you? Shit on your nose. That's why it's called being a fucking brown noser. And now the Mortal Kombat community, come to the front. You got shit on your nose. Future Mortal Kombat 1 DLC canceled after poor expansion sales, it's claimed. It appears as though future content for Mortal Kombat 1 is ending after Kombat Pack 2 wrapped up. According to new claims, developers NetherRealm Studios has canceled DLC plans for a Kombat Pack 3 and second story expansion for Mortal Kombat 1. This is sad to see. For those of you unaware, in my opinion, it depends on what you ask. In my opinion, of the big three, Street Fighter's the best, Tekken's my second favorite, and Mortal Kombat's my third. But number-wise, statistically speaking, Mortal Kombat has always been the best-selling of the big three. And I think it's because it's like super bloody and gory. It appeals to the casual audience. This is one of the best-selling fighting games, the best-selling mainstream fighting game. It just fell off a cliff, bro. Not this time. Known Mortal Kombat 1 leaker Fate Known posted on Reddit that the cancellations happened recently after the Chaos Reigns expansion sold poorly. It's not all bad for Mortal Kombat 1 fans, as there's still characters from Kombat Pack 2 join the roster, such as Conan the Barbarian and the T-1000 from Terminator 2. Fate Unknown also said that it's possible a cameo or two will make it in the game due to the work that they had on it. You know what makes it really sad too? This game's got all these cool cameos, and people still said we don't want it. These motherfuckers got they got Omni-Man, they got the helmet nigga with the big pistol from Suicide Squad, that dumbass John Cena, can barely see him. Who else they got? Homelander from The Boys. Shit, they got Goku, Jesus, freaking Jack and Daxter, freaking Barack Obama. Mortal Kombat 1 got everybody. And people said, nah, we don't want to play it. We don't want to play it. We don't want to fucking play it. LeBron James. We don't want to play it. You know how bad your game's got to be when they got all these random characters. We don't want to play it. Inside Gaming has reached out to NetherRealm Studios for comments on the claims. Should a response be received, the story will be updated. Sucks to suck. Know what also sucks? They're getting rid of the Xbox avatars, guys. Xbox is killing avatars on PC and Xbox One in the series. Microsoft shut down its Xbox Avatar Editor app on PC, Xbox One, in the series on January 9th due to low engagement, the company said. This means you'll no longer be able to access and edit your Xbox avatar, and you'll lose any purchased cosmetic items for them. Any money spent on Avatar items will be refunded. At least they're giving refunds. But I'm not gonna lie, who the fuck spent money on their Xbox Avatar? Y'all, be honest, have you ever spent money on your Xbox Avatar? They strip characters of moves just to add cameos. Who cares? Fuck that game, bro. Move on. Riot's new fighter's coming out. Double KO. Who cares? 2x KO, whatever that shit is. After the 9th of January, Xbox avatars will disappear from profile pages, Microsoft has said. So if you want to snap on the last gamer pick using your digital self, now's the time. This signifies it's the end of an era. We getting old, chat. And when I say we, I mean me. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't really remember anybody using the Xbox avatars in the Xbox One era. Because nobody had an Xbox One. But as far as the Xbox Series, I don't see nobody using that shit either. I mean, that makes sense because, I mean, it has low. It was an Xbox 360 thing. So it was just a reaction to Mies. Yeah, nobody cares about Mies. So it signifies it's the end of the era. The 360 is really, it's really retro. It's really retro. Back in the 2000s, everyone had an avatar. It was a way to express yourself. You know, you can hop in a cool Call of Duty lobby, drop a 30 bomb, drop some racial slurs, and you can have a Beat It jacket on, bro. Who wouldn't want to rock the Beat It jacket? Oh shit, I didn't realize I had that shit over there. So RIP, RIP, RIP. Speaking of RIP, back to the fighting games. Remember that Hunter x Hunter game, Nin Impact or whatever? I think it's on like a $700,000 budget. It's kind of like Marvel. Apparently this game got banned in Australia. So if there's any Australians in the chat, which I highly doubt, but if there are, you guys aren't gonna be able to play this game, just so you know. You said W Australia. On November 20, oh god damn it, I thought I was free of this bullshit. On November 18, 2024, the Aussie Classification Board, the group in charge of classifying games for release in Australia, their version of the ESRB here in the States, revealed that Hunter x Hunter Nin Impact has been refused classification, preventing it being sold. No reason has been listed for the decision, but there are some possible suspects based on what typically gets a game banned in that country. The main culprit is usually drug use that holds a gameplay benefit. If a character gets a speed boost or a health is restored from narcotics, for example, the game would likely be refused for classification. Other potential reasons include on-screen depictions of sexual violence and sexual depictions of characters who appear to be under 18. That nigga Hisoka is nasty. The ACB has declined to list the reasons for Hunter x Hunter in Nin Impact's RC rating, but the German USK rating could shed some light. According to the USK classification, German's ESRP, the game features emotionally stressful depictions of death, bullying, and addiction, as well as strong depictions of violence. The mention of addiction could suggest the drug use is the cause for the game's ban in Australia, but we'll have to wait and see. What kind of drug? I mean, I didn't finish Hunter x Hunter, although I argue nobody has, but from what I watched, and I got all the way up to the first dude in the Phantom Troop, I don't remember them niggas doing drugs. They was doing drugs? I just remember Hisoka being sus, but I don't remember anybody doing drugs. They popping beanos and shit. Nobody uses drugs. Y'all said Australia hating? I mean, I live in America, so whatever. I was gonna play this game regardless, but if you do live in Australia, I thought it was worth, and you were looking forward to the game, I thought it was at least worth sharing the news. So Australians can't play GTA 6? That's what I'm saying. I don't know, probably not. But I mean, I'd argue if you got a VPN, you can play whatever the fuck you want to play. Where there was one guy that used a big pipe for his abilities. What do you mean by big pipe? What does that mean? Whoa. There's a guy who smokes a huge pipe? If you got any Australian homies, pass the message along. I didn't know that they were so strict on stuff there. You don't need a VPN, just literally buy it on a platform outside of Australia. I guess, I don't know, VPN. Speaking of liars, people love to say they hate Call of Duty, but we got some news. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Activision says Black Ops 6's launch month was Call of Duty's biggest launch ever. People love to sit on the internet and say they hate this game, but the numbers are in. Black Ops 6 is the biggest launch ever. Let's read along. Black Ops 6 is the biggest Call of Duty ever in terms of player engagement during its first 30 days. That's according to Activision, which claimed on Monday that the game has attracted more players during its launch month than any other Call of Duty. It also ranks first for the total number of hours played and the most matches played, the publisher said. The latest entry in Activision's Shooter was released on October 25th for the series the PS5, the 4, and PC. Notably, it was also the first Call of Duty to be available on Game Pass day one. Microsoft CEO said the launch of Black Ops 6 was the biggest Call of Duty release ever, setting a record for day one players as well as Game Pass subscribers. Ads on launch, she said. Ad unit sales for the PlayStation and Steam were also up over 60%. Yo, shout out to Tube with the sub. There are some Sony ponies out there in the Twitter space that love to argue that Game Pass is killing games, but article after article has come out and said that that is a lie. They said ad units from PlayStation and Steam, and they were up over 60% year over year. If your game is good and it's on Game Pass, it's pretty much just advertisement. People are still going to buy your game. They're gonna want to own it. This speaks to our strategy of meeting gamers where they are by enabling them to play more games across the screens they spend their time on. I'm gonna give the Call of Duty audience a pass on this one because I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most Call of Duty I played in like. When did Black Ops 3 come out?
Lucky for that peon, someone donated them a sub.
Yo, shout out to Bryce with the sub. Yeah, literally almost 10 years. This is the most Call of Duty I played in 10 years. Because the last Call of Duty I genuinely enjoyed was Black Ops 3. I didn't like 4. I didn't really like Cold War. Like within a week, I got off of all of them. But y'all see me, I actually been grinding on Black Ops 6. I'm not a hater. If I like the game, I'll play it. The maps fucking suck, but the gameplay is really fun. So I'm gonna get a Call of Duty audience a pass on this one. I think y'all fucked up last year with Modern Warfare 3 because that was dog shit, that DLC. But I'm gonna give y'all a pass this year because I think Call of Duty is actually good this year. I'm gonna say they deserve their success because they put the effort in. And it's just, it shows why it's important to take your time. Don't just put out anything. I also think it helps that it's available on everything too, except for pretty much iPhone and Android. I mean, even PS4 niggas get to play it. Jesus Christ, and they don't deserve anything. Sledgehammer next year, so we'll be playing Black Ops 6 for a while. Chill. But I mean, you're not wrong. He said Sledgehammer next year, so we on Black Ops. Hey, since we talking about Call of Duty, y'all remember when the X-Defiant bots said that X-Defiant is here to stay? Let's read that headline again. This was Call of Duty's biggest launch ever. I think some of those people who were playing X-Defiant lied. I think they're on Call of Duty. Fucking frauds. Oh, I saved this article. I didn't really think too many people would be interested in this, but I decided to save it because here I'm all about financial literacy and providing solutions. For those who are new to my content, I am a PS4 racist. I'm PS4 prejudice. We here at my stream strongly believe that old hardware, we don't believe, we know, old hardware holds back current hardware. When developers have to divert resources to creating two different versions of a game, especially a game on an older piece of hardware that's almost like 20 years old, it holds back the current gen because once again, PS4 is not current, it's last. And a lot of people say, oh, I can't afford it, And you know, I try to teach people, hey, if you just save $50 a month, in 6 months, you can get a PS5. If you, I don't know. And some people in the comment section, no funny shit. Cause I know I can be a little bit facetious. I can be a little bit over the dramatic. Like some of it's jokes, right? But like no funny shit. I'm not trying to be funny. If you can't save $50 a month, you don't need to be playing games. I'm not talking about no, this is real life shit. I'm especially the young men. You need to keep your head down, and there's nothing wrong with being down bad on your luck. I've been down bad on my luck. There's nothing wrong with that. But you need to get on your grind. You need to stop grinding your 2K, my player, and start grinding in real life so you can get comfortable. But anyways, real life, and I'm gonna keep preaching that. I don't care how many niggas in the comment section of Hokage highlights get mad about that shit. You get mad because and what I'm about to say, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. You was raised by fucking single mothers. Your father didn't smack you upside your fucking head and told you get on your purpose. That's real shit. I'm going to reiterate, some of you are getting mad because I asked you to save $50 a month. Why? This is not a poor man's hobby. Never forget that shit. What the fuck are we talking about? But that being said, I am a solutions guy. I keep giving solutions. Now, I don't know if you PS4 niggas know anything about hacking. Probably most of you don't. But if any of you are good with computers, I found a $100,000 bounty for you. Riot Games is offering a $100,000 bounty to expose hackers in League of Legends and Valorant. It's crazy that you always have to give that disclaimer. Media literacy, just literacy as a whole, is at an all-time low. Riot Games is putting its money where its mouth is and offering 100 racks to anyone who can poke holes in their anti-cheat system, which protects League of Legends and Valorant. It's a bold move in Riot's ongoing crusade to squash hackers and keep matches fair. Riot's been pouring resources into anti-cheating measurements for years, and Vanguard is its crown jewel. Hackers are much less of an issue in Riot's games than, for instance, Call of Duty. Blah, 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 blah. You get the point. If you want to enter, basically they're running a hackathon. It's a positive hacking session. If you can find a way to hack their anti-cheat, you can make some money. I'm giving y'all some shit to go with. If you don't, because I know some of y'all are allergic to filling out a job application. So maybe you're a little hacker that sits in your room all day with your hoodie up in the dark. Wall hacks. Try to hack their shit. There's 100,000 to grab. Now, that being said, I will say this does come across as a little insensitive. Why is that? This 100,000 is great for the consumer, gives you a chance to work on your skills, make some money, maybe even network. But on the flip side, we can't also ignore the fact that Riot has been responsible for laying off hundreds, if not thousands of people in the year of 2024. The gaming industry as a whole has had crazy layoffs, but Riot has been one of the main culprits. Y'all can't sit on the internet and say you can't afford to hire people and pay people for your successful video game to work on it, but then you're paying random strangers on the internet to hack your fucking anti-cheat. Just looks crazy. But anyways, let's get into the sub box. You know, PS4 players gonna use it on VC, right? And then they gonna say, I don't know why I can't afford PS5, man. It's just not a priority for me. My player. I was gonna say companies do that shit so they don't have to hire people. That makes sense. Just throw out a random bag, make them do the work, and then you don't gotta give them health insurance. That makes sense. Blind Fire official launch trailer. I don't know what that is. Excuse me. New Arc line. I don't care about that. War Tales teaser trailer. Let's look at that. Any trailers I should be aware of, chat? Chrono Sword. Oh. That makes sense though that they would do that. Star Parkour Pro. I'm doing better, but I got ways to go. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not where you at. Just don't give up. The devil within. I seen somebody in the comment section say I was hating on fucking Saw Baby because like yesterday on yesterday's stream, somebody asked me if I listened to the new Saw Baby. It was when I was streaming the Kendrick album. They asked me if I listened to the new Saw Baby project, and I said, "Nigga, does it look like I listen to fucking Saw Baby? I'm 34 years old." Somebody left a comment saying, "You hating that Saw Baby project is fire. Is you old heads? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be giving Playboy Cardi and So Fuego a chance." I'm 34. Does it look like I'm going to listen to anybody named Playboy Cardi and So Fuego? I don't want to hear 15 tracks of a nigga going beep, 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 spin the block, beep, beep, tack, 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 tack. I don't want to hear that. If you like it, I'm not gonna lie, it is trash, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, you shouldn't listen to that. Like that's what you want to listen to. But don't get mad at me because I don't want to listen to a fucking car backup on a beat. Beep, 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 beep. Fuck out my face, bro. The new Kendrick job. Shut up. Somebody in the comment section said, yo, I was really impressed. He was able to break down the concept. Which one was the song where he was talking about his pen at the end? I figured it out within the first 30 seconds of the song. It was like, I'm pretty impressed by that. Yeah, because I really listen to music. Y'all got to stop listening to this shit that fucking, yeah, Gloria. This shit that fucking Roch. I didn't get everything in GNX. You got to listen multiple times and digest it. But I don't have any problem admitting when I don't get something right away. There's nothing wrong with saying you don't know anything. You have to be willing to admit that so that you can learn something. That's why a lot of you niggas is stupid as fuck. But yeah, it's like it's not, some of the stuff is not that hard to listen to if you stop listening to that dumb shit, bro. You gotta operate on a new wavelength. No More Room in Hell 2, Hunter's PC, Hunting 3 Simulator, The Murder of Female O-Block Assassin KI. Oh shit. The O-Block Assassin. Where Ice Spice stands at over there. I saw there's a new Ice Spice clone. That shit made me laugh. I was like, where is the shame? I should show that to y'all. Let me see. Let me open up the group chat. I think of it. You say, well, it was on my Twitter timeline. I was like, yo, y'all have no... Actually, this is perfect because we were just talking about music. Everybody sounding like each other, bro. We want to hear some creative shit. Let me see. Let me scroll up and see if I can find it because I know I put it in the group chat. Oh my God. Well, installing the update. Did I talk about the lawsuit? I did earlier. The internet did a lot of good, but it did a lot of bad. Yeah. Did a lot of bad. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Here we go. Let's see. Let me close the group chat.
Thanks for the resub, pal. With
This
money,
showed
I
up
can
on my
now
Twitter
get you
timeline. I'm like, yo, people are listening to this shit.
Spirit Airlines.
They said she the new Ice Spice. Ice Spice got replaced by this clone. Same look, same sound. She fired though? Why does it sound like she practiced Ice Spice's voice? Like, where is the shame? Where is the shame? You would get laughed out. Like, I just don't maybe it's because like TikTok culture.
If I want it, I already have it. Gotta get to it. This shit is a habit. I'm the face, so they put
You can't tell me she didn't study Ice Spice. It's legit a clone, bro. You can have this shit. Y'all want to hear an album of that? I'm good off of that. That's not Ice Spice. That's Frozen Treat. Where are we going? You heard the new girl Frozen Treat. Let's see. Blind Fire official trailer. That's weird, low key. I don't get it, man. Like, where's your pride at? You don't want to be yourself? And what do you think the longevity? It'll give you a little bit of internet clout. Like, you got a moment me clowning you on the stream, but you think you're gonna get a career off of just trying to be somebody else? Why would you want to be Ice Spice after she just dropped arguably the worst album of 2024?
Usually means danger.
I'm getting the vinyl.
Now, it's your ally. Don't
Bootleg
fear the dark.
Cyberpunk?
Use it. Blind Fire is the world's first pitch black arena shooter.
Yeah, you lost me at pitch black. No, my eyes is old. I'm not gonna lie, that sound like, why is that cool? The first pitch black arena shooter? These niggas said, we don't want to design a level, so we gonna make levels where it's all dark. Get the fuck out my face, bro. War Tales, the Skilmar. Like, can a nigga get a Splinter Cell headset or some shit? They said, we gonna make all pitch black levels. How am I supposed to know what's the difference between all the levels if they all pitch black?
Within our veins.
War Tales.
Each pulse has driven us ever further.
No gameplay. I didn't see no gameplay on the preview. Nope. Next. Chrono Sword. Is this bootleg Castlevania? No, this isn't Castlevania. This is Chrono Sword. This is not Castlevania. This is Hutvania. Apartmentvania. Get off this. Starer Parkour Pro. Oh, what's this?
You have to embrace uncertainty.
You hear that? Oh, that was a bar. PS4 niggas, listen.
You have to embrace uncertainty.
You have to embrace uncertainty. In order to do things that you've never done before, you're going to have to do something that you've never done before. You're not going to acquire that PS5 being comfortable playing the PS4. You're going to have to get a job. You're going to have to go down to Jamba Juice and ask them, hey, are you hiring? Yes, we are actually. We could really use some help. Can I get a job application? You take the job application. Make sure you put your name on it. You put your resume on there. You put some references. Okay? Yo, shout out to goddamn Hero with the sub.
Risk of failure.
Is this third person Mirror's Edge?
So many unknowns. And most people aren't willing to take that on.
Looks a little rough. You said you know they don't got. Oh wait, first person. You can switch. That's pretty cool. It's physics
Never
based.
felt that moment when everything lines up.
Looks more like a tech demo. Like I see the vision, but it looks like a tech demo.
This nigga resubscribed.
Shout out to Lil Chef D with the sub.
Have to subscribe to the idea that I contribute to black on black crime. The Second Amendment is the right to bear arms.
His
I
name is
swear
awful
on
too.
his life,
How do you
young
say
niggas
this?
tripping.
Starer? Why not just call it Parkour Pro? Starer? What is that? I see the vision, but it's a little rough. It's a parkour game. Yeah. The Devil Within.
Even if everyone in the world calls you a traitor, you are
I'm goddamn devils and shit and stuff and whatnot. Am I right? It's named after a parkour group. Ah.
What's going on?
The radiant spire that once led us to hope back, becoming the emerald state.
Fucking dog here, side scrolling thing. Like you have different abilities.
If I could draw on that power one more time.
Got a parry system with a counter. Doesn't look bad.
You must know that you are known as the traitor who betrayed the nation, even if it was due to some sort of misunderstanding, false accusation.
This doesn't look bad. I'm not gonna play it, but it doesn't look bad. Serious question: does anyone in the chat still be on their PS4? Statistically speaking, there's 900 people in the chat right now. Somebody in the chat is watching my stream from their PS4. They're just never gonna type in the chat because they know that they're in enemy territory. And if we find out you a PS4 nigga, we gonna lock your ass up. Gonna call Joe Biden and get you clapped. Not clapped, but gonna get caged. If I find out you a PS4 nigga in my chat, I'm gonna call Joe Biden up. Joe, you awake? Barely. Okay. we go call Joe Biden up. I'll be like, I got a PS4 nigga in my chat. He had such and such. Go lock his ass up. They gonna lock you up. They gonna put you in a cage. Yo, shout out to Squally Thuggin. You remember the cage that Kendrick put that owl in? They gonna put you in the same cage. It's gonna be a little bit bigger so you can fit your ass in it. And in the middle of the cage is gonna be a computer. Now, what do you do with that? You're gonna have to log into your computer and they're gonna force you to type out a resume on Microsoft Words or Google Docs, your choice. You cannot leave the cage until you finish your resume and submit some applications on LinkedIn, okay? That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna talk about how TBH posted a PS4 game on his story. I did. See, I know niggas was gonna try to use that shit. Matter of fact, let me get it right now. I knew you niggas was gonna try to use that against me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do. You see what? Listen. You see what the fuck going on? Yeah, I did get a PS4 game because it's not on the 5. This is the one PS4 game niggas can buy this year. It's the Capcom collection, Marvel vs. Capcom. Hi, doggy. Marvel vs. Capcom. It's not available on the 5, but you can play it with backwards compatibility. But if they had the PS5 version, I would have got that shit. But don't play me. You see what the fuck going on, nigga? You see we got games over here. You got games over here. Stop playing with me, bro. You said fraud watch, side-eye this man. I said I was gonna get this shit though. Marvel vs. Capcom. You said I'm on fraud alert. Do the spreader. You see what the fuck going on, nigga? Don't play with me. Like, come on, that's money on my wrist. Stop fucking playing, dude. Niggas broke. I don't want to hear that shit, man.
New sub alert.
I don't want to fucking
New
hear
sub
that shit.
alert.
Hi.
Now that I have everyone's attention, I would
Hi,
just like
puppy.
to state Shadow
Best friend.
spends all his free time punting Chow
This game
in
doesn't
the
look
Chow
bad
Garden.
though. Shout out to Juke with the sub. Appreciate it. As a classic fighting game. Yeah. I only bought it on the 4 because you have to buy it on the 4. And they haven't released it in like 20 years, and we don't know when they're gonna release that shit ever again. But I got it for preservation, to be honest. That's 280 right there. Let these niggas know, man. What is this?
Prepare for mech combat.
If you're willing to stand,
Mech
against your
Warrior
fellow-
5 Clans.
use skilled
Why
pilots
this
in
trailer
fight.
so ashy? They don't read because they announced and they said the game wasn't gonna be a 5? Exactly.
So many of them.
I'll get off of this too. I don't really see anything interesting. We're probably about to get on Dragon Age. We already saw the Marvel Rivals stuff yesterday. Home Sports. Is this bootleg Wii Sports? Oh, MetaQuest Wii Sports. They even got the bootleg Wii Sports music. That's great. This isn't Wii Sports. This is Wii Nerd Sports. You know one of the most shocking things to happen this year, and it kind of got lost in the shuffle because, you know, we're on the verge of World War III. We've elected a Russian agent as our president. The Kendrick Drake thing going on. There's so much stuff going on. But there's a big story that kind of got lost in the shuffle. It's the fact that Apple dropped arguably one of the worst products in their lineup history. And I'm talking about that headset, right? Like, if you would have told me that Apple's headset would have lost out to the Meta Quest, I would have fucking laughed. Like, wow, the Meta Quest is really kicking its ass. Like the Apple thing, I was watching a video on it earlier. The Apple Vision Pro is selling so bad, they're talking about discontinuing it. It's only been a year. I forgot about it. Nigga, everybody did. Don't nobody want to buy a $4,000 headset that has no apps on it. But they're talking about discontinuing it already because it's not getting any support. But like that story, like I feel like that would have been a bigger story. Like, do you know how rare it is for Apple to take an L? And then on top of that, if you want to add it, I'd argue, what's the latest iPhone? Is it the 16 or the 17? I can't keep up. I think it's the 16. The new iPhone is an L too. Like, Apple's been taking L's all year. Yeah, the 16, because the Apple Intelligence is ass too. Their AI, it's fucking terrible. It's just it's been a bad year for Apple in terms of like products, but All right, let's get on Dragon Age. Apple Intelligence still isn't fully out. Yeah, it's not even fully out. That's the crazy part. Where's my Steam at? Boom. It's stupid low key. Yeah, I heard it's not even good. The little bit that they have, like the summaries are ass. The Jin Mosey is ass. We're team